Peace. What it is? I write Sagittarius, new moon, baby. You know what I'm saying? Moon Sag, Sun Sag, and we got what's today? Today my wife's birthday. You know, the most beautifulest woman in the world. Happy birthday, baby. Love you. Today her birthday. We got what? Six more days till the 22nd. Okay. Now, on the 20th and the 22nd, on the 20th of, December 20th, it's Saturn, right? Saturn, which takes 3 years to go through a sign, okay? It will finally go into Capricorn. Now, Saturn rules Capricorn, all right? So Saturn is going to be home in its home sign, you know what I'm saying, for the first time in the past 30 years. Well, the past 20... about 25 years, okay? It goes through the zodiac every 28 and a half years, 29 years. All right, so that's about 3 years of sign. So we just was in Sagittarius for the past 3 years. Now we finna go into Capricorn for the next 3 years, okay? Now, what's gonna make this one rather different from other recent ones, if you will, I guess. For one, the last time it was in Capricorn was, like I say, 26, 27 years ago, right? And just so happens, right, the day it goes into Capricorn, the day it leaves 29 degrees and goes 0 degrees Capricorn, the same day or the day after, the sun goes 0 degrees Capricorn. And that, for people who, know anything about astrology, the 22nd is the winter solstice. Well, and you don't even have to know astrology for that. That's fact. Go look it up. The 22nd, December 22nd, is the winter solstice. All right? And June 22nd, or is it July 22nd? June 22nd is the summer solstice. Okay? Now, summer solstice is when the sun essentially stands still, as they say, for 3 days. And basically what that is the degree in which it's on, it stays at that degree for 3 days. And all right, without trying to explain all that, we're just gonna leave, you can look that up. This is what is symbolically taught in the story of Jesus dying and then being resurrected 3 days. That is symbolically the sun dying at a particular degree in the zodiac on the 22nd, and then being reborn or continuing its travels along the various degrees of the zodiac on the 25th, you see? So it stands still for 3 days, and that's Jesus in the tomb, okay? It's all astrologics, all right? And this is also why Saturn is Satan or the devil, and and that's why, because the sun dies in Capricorn. I always say, I think that's a Gemini thing. But anyway, it dies in Capricorn and it's reborn, all right? So anyway, just on that, on the 22nd, the sun gonna hit 0 degrees Cap, and Saturn gonna be 0 degrees Cap, and Mercury, which is retrograde right now, right, will come out of retrograde, I believe, on the 22nd as well, on the 23rd, right up in that time. All right, look, some shit gonna go down. I don't know what. I ain't no future guy, all right? But ultimately, it's about getting this understanding. Okay, I had a revelation last night. For me personally, all right, it's two things. For one, it's this cat at my job, right? Now, obviously, I work around all races, right? So-called, right? But it's mostly Mexicans and black folks, so-called. But it is a couple of Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, on the floor with us. Now up in the office, it's majority Caucasian, right? Of course. Right? So anyway, the white supremacist system who promotes mostly pale-skinned peoples in this corporate area, in this corporate environment. Now, this one cat who, looked like he looked European. He looked like pale skin, one of them, right? But he would always stand out to me. For one, he used to come to work You know what I'm saying? With his music loud, jamming some rap shit. You know what I mean? Some regular old rap shit. You know? Me personally, judging, like I do, I say, oh, that's white boy trying to, be cool type shit, right? But then I noticed it was all the time. And, no matter who was out there, who wasn't out there, he come in knocking. That's just what he listened to. So I'm like, oh, okay, he just like that type of music. Okay, it is what it is. It's good music, right? Then, when I interact with him, the dude funny as shit. He cool than the motherfucker, right? But he white boy. And, to be real with y'all, that's rare. That's rare that they genuinely, you understand what I'm saying? Or they just mesh with you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just cool like that. It's rare. In my life, 32, it's been rare in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, even when I used to go home and tell my wife about my job and shit, I would say, you know what I'm saying? But it is this one, you know what I'm saying, that's cool than the motherfucker. I can't say nothing bad about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, he was always real to me. I respect you if you're real. Just don't come to me with the fake shit, and it's all good. Well, tonight, I found out that nigga half black. Nigga daddy black. They say his daddy darker than us. Darker than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Because he don't look it at all. Like, he may look Mexican. Maybe. I assumed he was Mexican just because he was so cool. I figured he couldn't be just a white boy. Just acting like he, and I was right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They told me that shit. I was like my mouth was gaped open, like literally. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you for real? And I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. That's why he's different than them. That's why he's different than them. That's why when he's in the circle and it's like 3 or 4 so-called black dudes and him, right? Any other time when it's any other of them so-called white boys, they be out of place. They be out of place. Well, yeah, they be out of place for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But him, he would always flow. He always go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Throw in the jokes. He half and half. He Obama type shit. Well, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying all that to say this. Trust your instincts, man. Like, you know what I mean? You know people. You know people heart. You know people. You have a flash of a type of an energy that people project as soon as you meet them. You know what I'm saying? You just be like, I don't really like that motherfucker. You don't even know him, but something about him, you don't really like that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Trust that. Okay, because check it out. I was speaking to an elder, an elder lady last night. She in her 60s. She worked there with us. One of us, a true Aboriginal American. We just talking about, life, man. We chop it up with the woo. I said, back in the day, did your people ever tell you were from Africa? She said, nah, they ain't never tell me it was from Africa. She said, my great grandmama was full-blooded Cherokee. I said, yeah, I bet she was. I already know she was. I was just waiting to hear it. You see what I'm saying? And she was like, nah, they ain't nothing. None of them ever tell us we came from no Africa. Yeah, they just, they told us we was either. No, she didn't go in specific. She was just like, she said she always would think about her great grandma, because she knew she was Indian. The grandma told her she was Indian, and she looked like an Indian, right? I'm talking to a 60-year-old woman, so she using connotative language, obviously, right? But that was one thing that we all heard coming up. You always heard you got Indian in your family, right? But we didn't believe, right? Our ancestors, our elders, which is a physical representation of our intuition. Is your intuition come from your ancestors being around you, whispering shit in your ear because they see, the past and the future. They know what's gonna happen when you make that decision. That's why, you hear that shit in your head like, damn, I told myself I shouldn't have. That's the ancestors with you because they watching over you. And the ancestors in the physical form is an elder. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you can go to, somebody with wisdom. And they can tell you some shit that give you a perspective to let you deal with life better. You Feel me? So I always try to go I always talk to people older than me. I always had. My daddy taught me that when I was younger. Respect your elders. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to respect our elders in the physical and respect our intuition in the spiritual. Because we right. We know the truth. You know the truth. All the answers are inside of you. All you have to do is quiet your egotistical mind and listen. And that is what meditation is for. You quiet this mind, it's talking, it's thinking, blah, 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 and you listen to what your heart tell you. You see what I'm saying? But your heart speaks to you on the everyday, on the regular. You feel me? When you meet somebody and something about them just don't seem right, or for females, it's real keen. It's real easier for females to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because they operate on this. You know that guy that, you know what I'm saying, you can see a future with, and you know that kind that nowhere in hell. So you see, like that's the same thing. It's just different aspects of that. We got to start believing in ourselves and trusting our spirit, and our peoples. We got to start listening to our peoples. All right. And I'm gonna put a video in the comments of this Moorish American 720 YouTube channel. Just put a video up where they got Peter Moon on there, who is a European pale skin, so-called white boy, and another cat on there talking about Nobel Drew Ali and everything he did for you black folks that you ain't trying to deal with. You see what I'm saying? So now you got an unbiased perspective, someone who ain't got nothing to lose, nothing to win by telling you this truth, and got a lot to lose, really. You know what I'm saying? But they still tell you the truth, because all them so-called white folks ain't bad people. God damn it, y'all quit all that hating shit. That ain't for you. You're too great to be hating. Peace.